You are now tuned into 2111 Radio Show, hosted by our program director, Derrick Scott.
Yo, welcome to the 2111 Radio Show. I'm your host, Derrick Scott, and as advertised, I got Honey Staxx in the building.
Hey.
What up, girl? How you doing?
Hey, I'm doing good. How about you, Derrick?
I'm good. I'm blessed. This has been a long time coming. For the people that don't know, we knew about her a year ago, and she got so busy, it was no way she was able to get on the show, but we finally got her here. Yo, I'm very excited. So now, I heard you from the Bronx. Is that true?
Yes, I am from the Bronx, the boogie down.
Are you still in the Bronx or are you somewhere else now?
Nope, I live in Maryland.
What?
I live in Maryland now. Yep.
Wow, that's crazy.
So it's only 3.5 hours away. Like, don't even let it.
I know. It's because I'm from Brooklyn. I used to live in the Bronx. I used to live in East Tremont.
Oh, you wasn't even far from me. I'm from 224th in Bronx, with it Barnes, like near White Plains Road.
Exactly. Oh, okay.
Yeah. So we from the same area.
Exactly. So I'm asking you a question. So growing up in New York, how was it? Like, how was it? Your school. What was going on in high school? The young Honey Staxx.
Yeah. So school for me, I've always been in talent. So school for me was elementary was elementary. You're learning, but then after school I was in a glee club. So I was singing and chorus and doing acting after school. Then I took a test to go to the School of the Arts, and that's where I just went to the School of the Arts. So from there on, so I would do courses like during the day, and then in the afternoon I would either do drama, dance, or whatever, music, whatever I decided to do, and also sports because I was an athlete as well. So.
Oh, damn. It's crazy because, I went through the bio. You're very multi-talented. All right. So we got a lot to uncover because, again, it's a lot to this process this journey, I would call it. It's a journey.
It is.
Right now, you got some new music out. We're going to get into all of that. But I want to get deep. So, she disappeared on me.
I'm sorry. That was my alarm. I don't play about missing nothing.
I know that's right. Listen, so I'm gonna ask you this question. So, I heard you was Dorothy in the Wiz.
I sure was.
What?
I sure
How was that? So you have a singing talent. So, what made you choose hip hop, or do you do both?
I do both, but what made me do hip hop was I was in the heart of where hip hop was birthed in the Bronx. So I was exposed to hip hop my entire life.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So to be honest with you, I started out singing in church, and then I went and then the school was singing, and then drama, and then my music teacher, Mr. Paleo, decided that I guess he saw something in my personality. I was so young back then. I don't know, but he wanted me to do that part, Dorothy. And I mean, I sang Ease on Down the Road, jumped off the stage. He told me to jump off the stage, and I was running all up and around, and everybody was so amazed at me. So that was a rush for me.
I know that's right. So you was always that energetic young lady. You understand?
Yeah.
We see you online. You never sit still. That's one thing I know. Your butt is not sitting still for nothing or no one. So
isn't that something?
It's crazy because, like I said, I'm a stalker when I see talent. I'm sorry.
I know that's right.
And when I see talent, I hit Samantha up. I say, "Who the hell is this Honey Staxx?" Because you're like a ball of fire. I'm sitting there going, "Oh my goodness!" And your music is. You got bars. We're gonna get into the bars.
Thank you. Salute to Sam too. Yeah.
Samantha, she in the building. There she goes. She's definitely up in there.
Hey sis.
So, now I'm gonna ask you a question. So you also you was doing a podcast, if I'm not mistaken, at one point.
Yes.
Let's see. Let's get that picture up here right now. I think this is it right here.
Yep.
It's a So talk to me about this. How did you even get involved in that?
Okay, so Elmer Martinez and he's in New Mexico.
Okay.
Him and I became friends, I want to say back in 2015 via online Facebook. He also saw that I had talent. And at that time, I didn't have any help, as far as, you know, yeah, thank you.
Mhm.
I didn't have any help, and I didn't really know what I should do. I was pretty much hitting the ground running on my own.
Okay.
Nobody knew about me, so I figured I had to make a name for myself. So we came up with he already had the Rap Beat TV show going on, but he was like, you know what, you got the gift of gab. I like you. So
Yeah.
we partnered up. He gave me a percentage of the company. And
Yeah.
I utilized I legally owned as part of that company, and um, I used it for a platform for myself to get my brand out and build the Honey Stacks. I needed to build a brand around Honey Stacks. So
Yeah.
I used that. What I did was I utilized the platform to interview other artists.
Okay.
And then I would do music reviews. So I would review their music, and then I would
Right.
give them feedback on their music and what I thought, they should do, or what I liked about it or whatever.
Yeah.
And then I would play their video, and then I would also play my own.
No doubt.
So it was just a way for me to plug myself in along around other artists that were doing something.
Listen, let me tell you something. That was a great that to me, I think the way you started out with that, I think that's dope because it gives you exposure as well.
Yep.
It gives you
Yeah, Elmer always wanted that for me. He always
yeah,
wanted that for me.
and you definitely starting to get it. I actually saw you on my boy DJ Epps show. I'm sitting there going, wait a
Yay,
minute. So
TJF!
now let me explain. So that's my guy, right? So I hit him up. I said, first of all, how did you get her before me again? I'm not understanding that because he said you already know, man. It is. I'm saying, listen, I'm supposed to have her last year. I'm not understanding how she's going to, but it's all good. I
I
got you, kid.
apologize.
No, no, it ain't about it. Me and him always got this back and forth. Don't even worry about me. You know what I'm saying? I share people with him. He share people with me. But it's
I
all good.
know that's right.
That's my guy. So now, um, doing these interviews, I just saw something on YouTube that you actually interviewed Method Man.
Yes,
Now
yes.
that look, you look like you was a little nervous. You see it in the back. He was in the back of you. I think it was something about a
Uh,
CD or something. And
yes.
how was that? That connection. How did that even happen? And what was you thinking when that happened? Like, damn, that's hot.
Okay. Let me give you the backstory on all of this.
Mhm.
I'm very good friends with two people of the Wu-Tang Clan. Very close friends with Capadonna, and I'm
Okay.
very close friends with Dust, who is he also goes by New York.
Okay.
So by me having those two friends, anytime something was going on, they wanted to, they know I was trying to rap and trying to get, to know everybody and get amongst them and be around the culture and all that. So they would say, hey, we going here. And Dust would call me like, meet me here. We're gonna be here. So
No doubt.
Method Man and Red Man was I think in DC. I think they went to DC and they were like, look, if you want to meet Meth and you're going to
Oof,
DC. So I
oof.
drove to DC and I took I would always whoever was my friend at the time or around me, I always took them to meet whoever I met. So I
No doubt.
at that time it was a friend of mine named Goldie. So she had the opportunity to go with me and we
Okay.
met Method Man backstage and it wasn't, he was saying hi to other people and trying, signing autographs or whatever, but the only people that he allowed in his room was me, Dust, Goldie, and then we had a conversation with Method Man. So
Okay.
I gave him my CD, and he looked at the CD cover. He was like, "It was my first time. It was my second CD ever out or anything." And he gave me some feedback one day, and we was cracking up. You know how it is when you out here scrambling on your own. So we
Yeah.
was cracking up. But we had a conversation about Mary J. Blige because I told him that my favorite artist in the whole entire world, like on everything was Mary
Yeah.
J. Blige. And
Wow.
he was like, oh, me and Mary's real cool. So he gave me some backstory on Mary and conversations that they had. And I mean, Meth is such a cool, real person. it was dope. So, of course, I asked him questions, and I was all giddy and, excited at the same time to meet him, because that's every girl. All my friends, pretty much, that is their dream to meet him. So,
Yo, let me tell you something. See, the RZA he did it right, because he knew the women would love Method Man. At the end of the day, tall, he was young, he was different. You understand? And his flow is like no one else's.
Yeah, definitely.
Like that, and still doing it.
I like his flow, but what I also like about Method Man is his originality, like how he is as a person.
Yeah.
Like he's just different. Like, when you see him perform, even though him and Redman performs together, Redman's different, Method Man's different. But they gel, you know what I mean? But you could tell they two individuals, you could see the individuality. So I like them. I really do like Matt.
Yeah, let me tell you something. So now what I'm gonna do, right? I'm gonna take you back. All right, I'm gonna take you back. So we just talked about her doing the podcast and interviews, being in school. So she also an actress. Right? So I do have this video up here. We're about to play the video, and we're gonna come back with Honey Staxx, but it's called Precision, I think. Perception. Perception.
Yeah, perception.
Check this video out, and we're gonna come back to this young lady
and share it.
She's an actress. Yeah, share it live, y'all. Share it live. We need y'all to get up there and get this live.
Please.
So check this out. Oh my goodness, this is a dope part. Check it out.
How many children?
I have 2 children, a son and a daughter. My son name is Rashad.
What are their ages?
14 and 16.
Are they still in school?
Yes, as a matter of fact, they're both honor roll students.
And what about their fathers?
Father.
Is he still in the picture?
If
he's paying child support, we're going to have to deduct that amount from your benefits.
No, he's not.
Yeah, well.
What's that supposed to mean?
Look, we get a lot of women in here who have children with multiple fathers, and they're not even thinking about getting a job to support them.
Not everybody's trying to get over on the system.
Is that right? Huh. Well, Numisha?
There's something funny?
Not at all. Okay. So, as long as you adhere to the rules, I can extend your benefits another 6 months.
What rules?
No men in the house. You cannot have them around.
I'm not going to have no men around my children. They have a father. Had.
Is he in the prison system?
No, he's not a prisoner. He's not a deadbeat. He's not a drug dealer. He's dead. And no, he wasn't a victim of some drive-by. It was cancer. We had a house in Helena Heights. 4 bedrooms, 2-car garage. My kids went to one of the best schools in the state. Then my husband started having blackouts.
Let me tell y'all something. Let me tell you something. I almost got caught up again when I first. Now, let me tell y'all something. So she was just telling me backstage that this was a demo, like a demo where she take it to different places where they could actually see her perform. Now, I'm gonna tell you right now, you smashed that.
Thank you.
Congratulations. You had me. When I
you.
first saw it, I'm sitting there going, oh, damn, wait a minute. This is a serious actress right here. So how long you been acting?
I've been acting since the 4th grade. So you talking about over 20 years.
Oh, I can see the experience. Listen, you was not playing. You came in there so professional. You was late, but you was there. You understand? The perception was when women come in here, they looking for child support and those free checks and this, that, and the third.
Mm-hmm.
Realize that this woman was her husband was successful, and you guys actually had a home. It's a
Mm-hmm.
difference between a house and a home. You
Yep.
understand? So the system is literally just like that. How do you something like that? That's a message. To me, that's a message to every
Um.
person in this world right now. Because the hood, you come in there
Mm-hmm.
professional, you try to be as professional as possible, but as you see, the consulate, she sat there and judged you as soon as you
Yep.
walked through the door.
Mm-hmm.
So talk to me
Yep.
about situations like that.
Well, the first thing I want to say is we get judged. At least I know I do off of my name. So when my character name was Numisha, so had my best friend, by the way, her name is Nancy, right?
Oh,
So if you see the name Nancy on a resume, they're gonna assume it's a white person.
yep.
So she often we talk about this all the time. Her and I have discussions. My real name is Shantae.
Okay.
So if you see Shantae and Nancy on the resume, you're gonna automatically know Shantae probably black. You're gonna
Black.
assume Nancy white, right?
Exactly.
So I felt this character in my spirit because when the script had, when the social worker was like Nisha, like you know what I mean, like tried to play my name, like downgrade the name. I felt that because
Yeah.
it shouldn't be, we should not be stereotyped by our names.
Thank you.
We should be judged by our character, our hearts, and what we're doing out here.
Yeah.
God don't care about your name.
Nope.
Um, so I really felt that part of the script,
Uh-huh.
and also we always get judged as single parents. Like if you're a single parent, they automatically assume, and I hate to say it, African American single woman, they automatically assume your man has to be in jail. He has to be some type of drug dealer, alcoholic. You have to have some story in order to get some type of help. Where
Yeah.
Namisha was an accountant.
See?
She knew numbers. She had her life together. Her life uh, um, fell apart when
Once
her
I
husband died,
yeah.
and then she had to take care of her children on her own. So it just showed the stereotypes that happen in the world. It shows that and both of us women were black,
Mm-hmm.
and so as black women, do we support each other, or do we also stereotype one another? I get stereotyped for the name Honeystep.
Yep.
They don't know they just automatically think, some people think it's a stripper, you know. And they say so many things, but they don't understand the science or how I got my name, So it was like this character was for me. And just
Yeah.
to give you a backstory, when I first got the script, I
Mm-hmm.
argued the lady down.
What?
I said, I don't want to do this. She was like, well, I really think you should. And it's
Yeah.
always like that in the world. What you
Yeah.
think you shouldn't do is what God is sending for you.
Thank
What you
you.
think is hot, what you think is the best, that ain't even what it is.
Nope.
It's what other people see that is for you. And once I actually got into the script, I literally cried for real at the end of the
Yeah.
scene. Those were real tears.
Mm-hmm.
I felt the person in my spirit that was real acting, and I really, really love that experience. I think that's probably the best I've ever acted in my life.
Yo, let me tell you something. Well, I looked at that demo at least 4 or 5 times, and the fact that the perception of you was completely done by another black woman.
Yep.
You understand? And that's one of the things that I talk about a lot because we do it as men as well. We
Yep.
stereotype right away.
Well, not to cut you off, but look what's happening to Will Smith right now, Dwayne Martin right now, P. Diddy. I mean, look at everything that's going on. Look how we do one another.
Yeah, yeah. And you know what's so sad? Let me tell you something. And I caught myself up in this as well.
Mhm.
It won't be news if we didn't make it funny
Yep.
on social media. Put it up. Oh, this, that, and the third. And Al Sharpton's daughter hit me up one time. Something happened, and she said, "You know what? We all need to stop. We all need to stop putting up when a black person is down. We never put them up when they up and they successful and they doing this and they doing that. As soon as they get into some trouble, here we go. Our own
Let me
people right
tell
there, right there. They just put it right up on social media,
you.
and
Yep.
they know they actually got our minds all twisted because it's funny,
Mhm.
but we shouldn't share it. We definitely should not share it. You
Yep.
understand? So talk to me about because I know you had something to say about it. So go ahead.
Mhm. About what the whole thing about us like stereotyping each other, or the actual things that's going on.
The things that's
Like,
going on. Yeah.
okay, so the things that are going on, I don't think it's fair. It's like we always, when we're up, it's just another setback for us as Black people. Um, because we are up right now.
Yeah.
We are up. So this is just another setback. Even with the Snoop Doggy Dogg thing. He doesn't want to smoke anymore. That's that man's right.
This is right.
If you don't want to drink, smoke, you don't want to be gay, I don't care what it is. If you decide that you don't want to do something in your life, that should be your right. Should no one have the right, because you're a public figure, to talk about it, to make you feel any kind of way? I don't think people understand that when you down the person or attack that one person, you're not only attacking that person, but you're attacking their children, their
Mhm.
family, our
Yep.
race. Like, it's more than just that person you're hurting. So I don't think it's funny to clown people when they're going through things, or when their lives are being exposed just because they're public figures. I don't think it's right, because we all have skeletons in our closet. We all have done things in our lives. We will do things. We will fall short and make mistakes. So it's not fun to talk about anybody else. I don't think it's right, and I hate that we do that. I hate that we do this as a race all the time. We always talking about the women, making fun of our Black women online. Oh, they talked about the edges being gone, and what else they talk about? The BBLs and the booties, and all that. Like, okay, we don't have to show like so much, like in a negative way. It don't have to be always in a negative way. You know what I'm
No.
saying? If you say something positive about it, okay, that's fine. Or you're saying, oh wow, that's different. You have a right to talk about how you feel. But I
Yeah.
think when you're trying to make a joke about it, that's when it just becomes.
That's what
You
it
do
gets.
you see Indian? First of all, I have so many different races, like friendships,
Mhm.
right? Do you see Indians? I don't. My friends Pooja and people that are in it. I don't see any of them in when I scroll through the timeline. I see their timeline. I don't see any of that nonsense on their timeline.
Just
Nothing
us.
about what's going on in their country or going on over here. My Hispanic friends and I see a lot of my friends that are different races. I see them uplifting each other. I'm not saying they don't do stuff, because I know that they do stuff, but they don't do it like we do it. Like,
They
we
do.
literally think everything is funny as Black people, and I really don't think it's funny.
Dang. No, it ain't. It ain't. It ain't. And thank you. I appreciate your thoughts on that, because that's something I'll probably have to bring you back, because I do have a podcast that's
Okay,
I do a podcast, and we talk about how you know how we as a people like to shame each other.
all the time.
It's getting ridiculous. But we're gonna get back to your story, because again, as an actress, like I said,
Mhm.
she played in some movies. Now, don't get
Yes.
it twisted. So now, this is one of my favorite series on HBO back in the days. This is
Yes.
Wire. This young lady was on
Yes.
the Wire. Talk to me. How did this even happen?
Wow. So, at that time, the Wire was being filmed in Baltimore. New York and Baltimore is like neighbors,
Right
like
there.
cousins. They like right there. So it's nothing to get to Baltimore or anything like that. So, I forgot, like, it was a Pat Moran. I think Pat Moran was holding the casting online. All you had to do was submit your headshot.
Yep.
They were looking for people or whatever. And then you get your call time. If you're accepted, you got to meet it, a holding station and all that. And but the only parts that were available at that point was you got to be a drug addict and stuff. So I was like, well. I'm gonna be a drug addict, you know. And I
Yeah.
was, yeah, like, but the thing, the funny thing is, there was real drug addicts that was actually there. Like,
What?
there was some people, yeah, like, 'cause, like, I mean, we knew some of the drug, like, we was real drug addicts there, right? So
Oh my
I'm like,
goodness.
wow. So like, the drug addicts is telling me what to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, they telling me how to nod, telling me what
Yeah.
to do. So, but just because you get accepted, don't mean they're gonna actually air you on the show. You know what I'm saying? Or
Right.
you could get a little, you know. Um, so I actually got the scene where there's like Amsterdam. I don't know if you remember the season about Amsterdam where you can be in a certain part of Baltimore in Amsterdam where and
Yeah.
you can do drugs and nobody you won't get in trouble or none of that, right? That was lit. That was lit.
That was lit.
I did a scene there and the director, he was, I guess I was really serious, like I'm into the acting. And when they was like cut, he was like, Miss, I was like, yeah. He was like, you was believable. And I was like, woo. I
That's
said,
good.
wow. And if you hear from a director any
Yeah.
feedback while you're acting, that's a good sign. Because
Hell
you
yeah.
could pretty much know that they're going to use that footage. So when I
Exactly.
saw myself, I was like, you know, in
Ooh,
tears. I was like, wow. Like, and when I saw what he saw, like, I felt like I was in character. I felt like I was a drug addict when I was doing it.
hmm.
But it was really, really hard for them to make me look like a drug addict. That was
Yeah.
the trouble that I had at first. Was yeah, because one, I was a healthy weight. I wasn't, you know. And then they were saying, you're a beautiful girl. I don't know how we're gonna make you look bad.
Yeah.
So I actually I had to bring my own clothing because nothing that they had would make me look like it was really hard to dress me up. So I took a bandana, like a black bandana. I remember I found a bandana in my house. I took a black bandana. I had some like bummy jeans and I just looked real bummy like, and I knew I had to act more than the physical. I didn't want people to focus on the physical and all that stuff. So I had to really act that part, and it landed me on there. So I was
Congratulations. I know
excited.
that's right. Listen, congratulations. Like I said, like I keep explaining to people, you're very multi-talented. This is
Yeah,
crazy. We
thank
haven't even got
you.
to the music yet. That's the crazy. We didn't even get to the music yet. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But now
Mhm,
you also was on this
mhm.
show called Veep, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
You was on Veep
Hmm.
as well. There you go.
Yep.
Veep.
Yep.
So
Shout out to V. That was awesome.
these are shows that we all know. It ain't like these
Hmm.
is, we have Tubi, but if you don't look at Tubi, you wouldn't know about Tubi. These
That's
shows.
true.
So I do have characters up here that come up here, but these are like major roles. These are major
Yeah.
shows that you was on.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
how did you get in touch with Veep? How did that even occur? The same director.
So, once I did The Wire and all, I started looking on the Maryland Film Commission website. I just started looking for casting, who was casting, and I would just submit my headshot, and I would just get accepted. And then I was an angry protester, So I was like, okay, maybe I'm good at being angry now. So I'm
Yeah.
out there picketing and everything, and and so then the beat came along. I think I was on there twice. Like that was really good.
I
Yeah, I
know.
went back and did it again. Yeah,
So I'm asking you a question. What do you think of the union thing? They finally got it together. The actors is finally they signed the
yes,
contracts, everything is. How did you
yes.
feel about that whole situation?
I think it's a win-win because
Okay.
they actually made out more. I was watching it on the news. I forgot exactly everything, but from just to summarize it all, at the end of the day, it's more. It's easier probably to get in there now and
Yeah.
than it was before, because that was the issue. But so I'm really looking into it more now myself because I want to get back into that because I was just going to pay the $3,000 and just be
Yeah.
done with it. Um, but at the time, I was kind of deciding whether I wanted to stay independent or do that because once you become SAG, you can't take no non-union roles anymore. And
Nope.
so I was still gaining experience, still wanting to be in certain local projects and stuff. So that's what kept me away from SAG. And it was good because then the strike happened. So
Yeah.
now that it's over and everything is good, I'm going to invest into getting into it and taking it more seriously.
I know
Yeah.
that's
So
right. You
shout out
need
to
listen.
SAG. I'm get your girl in there.
Get her in there. Exactly. It's beautiful that a young Black woman is out here doing her thing. I'm very proud of you.
God bless
Trust
you.
me,
Thank you.
I'm very proud of you. So now
Thank
you
you, bro.
actually got a movie that's either, I don't know if it's out yet, but it's on Netflix. If
Hmm.
I'm not mistaken, it's a Netflix film. This.
Rustin, yeah. Shout out to Washington. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
Talk to me about this,
yeah.
because is this out now or is about to come out?
I believe I gotta check on that. Thea Washington is the casting director on that. I'm not
Uh-huh.
sure if that came out just yet. But Thea Washington, shout out to that casting agency. That's also a Baltimore casting agency. She's a
Nice.
young lady from Baltimore. From everybody knows her, and she made her way into business. And she's an outlet for a lot of people who live in Maryland. A lot of people who know her, just regular girl, went to high school with everybody. She's big time now. So shout out to Thea with Washington casting because she's definitely dope. Haven't got a chance to see the movie, to see the project yet. So definitely, I think it is out. I think it already came out. I just haven't watched it. I'm gonna be honest with you. I've been way too busy.
You've been busy,
Uh,
yeah.
yeah, I'm gonna be honest with you. I just haven't had any time to sit down and watch anything.
Let me tell you, the negotiation between my boss Ralph and Samantha Lavelle was crazy. We sent a date. Nope, she's busy. We sent another date. Nope, nope, we can't do it that day. I said, you know what? I said, Ralph, listen, give her whatever damn date she's available. How you like that? He was like, for real, I said, give her whatever date, man. We got to get these steps on the damn show. Because
Thank you so much. I'm just now calming down.
exactly.
Literally. I just got back from Punta Cana even for my birthday. That was
Yep.
I came back. Yeah, I'm
Unbelievable.
just now. I got two features that people have been waiting on me to write these two features that I haven't even had a chance.
Exactly. And shout out to them. Certified.
Certified Nation Entertainment. That's what's up.
All right, because I had City the Great up here. I had City the Great
Okay.
up here. Dope, dope artist.
Yes.
Very good businessman, very shrewd businessman. I appreciate him.
Yes.
Kurowski came up on my show and said, "Hey,"
Yes.
we was like, "Who's some of the artists that you actually look up to? Like you interested in seeing more of?" And he said, "Honey Staxx."
That's what's up.
That was the hell of a listen. Didn't know who this woman was. I hit
That's what's
Samantha
up.
up, and the rest is history. So how did this even happen? With
Um, with Certified Nation.
yes,
I love telling the story. So I was um I was doing the Rappy TV show, and I would like to get raw footage of the hip hop culture. What my take on the show was to go out and actually see things live.
right,
Podcast, but I also wanted to see have my viewers see things live. So I decided to. I saw a flyer pop up in the on Facebook on the podcast, and I was like, what's this flyer about? So I was reading it, and I was like, okay, cool, Roxy and Fat Boys and Dana White, no, something like, all right, let me go up here and see what this is about, because Fat Boys and all that. I'm like, shoot, that's the hip hop culture.
you
That's
heard
what it's about. That's
exactly.
lit. Shout
Do
out to Cool Rock. So I drove up there, and I told my viewers, like, hey, you guys, I'm gonna be going live in Brooklyn. And I went up there. I didn't, I had my cousin meet me up there too. And we was just having a good time. And then Bishop Burns walks over to me, introduces himself. And I'm like, hey, how you doing? Whatever. We have our conversation. He gives me his card. And I tell him, I'm from stuff. And next thing you know, he they were I watched them all perform, so that was good.
uh-huh.
I watched them all perform. I had all the footage, and then I didn't hear from him after that. But then like a couple of months later is when I got a call. I believe it was from It's Only Right, City, and Sam.
Okay,
Um, and That's when, they were like, hey, we've been watching you for a while. We want you to be part of our team or whatever. And told me, what they could do to help me or whatever, and management and all that. And we've been together ever
exactly.
since.
I'm asking you a question. Did you perform at the barbecue?
Which barbecue?
This one.
Oh yes. The one that recently, the one we,
Yeah,
because when I first met them, that's the reason why I said that to you. Hold on. Sorry.
it's okay.
Hold on. Hold on. My battery's kind of going low, so I don't want to.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go.
See,
My battery, my Bluetooth's going low. I didn't want it to disconnect. But the reason why I asked you that is because when I met them the first time, they always have the annual barbecue. So
oh,
for
okay.
this one, yeah, I performed at the second one, not the first one. Yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
So how was that experience? Because again, you was new to the team, and for you to be able to perform at this event, because I remember Samantha was promoting this event. I
Yes.
didn't, like I said, I remember the promotion. It was online. Cool Rock
Mhm.
was up there telling people to come through for this barbecue, and it was huge. It was a big event. So was that your first time in that type of environment as far as in performing?
No. Definitely wasn't my first time performing in that type of environment. It was my first time performing in that type of heat. New York was blazing hot that freaking day. Now, let me tell you, listen, they always talk about New York being cold, but New
Uh-huh.
York can be hot. That's what
Yes.
people don't understand. New York can really be hot. And it
Yes,
was
they
like
can.
hell. It was the hottest day in New York ever, like ever. I don't
Mm,
know what it was. I was performing, and all I could think to myself was, I can't wait till it's over.
I know
I
that's right.
swear. I couldn't wait till it's over. I don't know. And you couldn't tell that we were burning hot and that we could not breathe up there. But because
Mm,
we're performers, and we're real performers. So we're gonna perform and y'all not even gonna know how we really feeling. But we was hot.
I
We
know
was
that's
hot.
right.
Yeah.
so
I'm telling
so
you.
now so now you got this album, your first album, if I'm not mistaken. I think I got the album cover, if I'm not mistaken.
Well, okay. That's the second album,
So
but
now,
yeah.
the second album. So this album,
Yeah.
this is what I knew about, is this song you made called Murder.
Yes.
Now, again, this is when I first heard you. So I'm sitting here listening, and I'm the program director. So all the music comes to me. So I'm listening to this song, and what I caught is your pen. You definitely have these bars.
Mm-hmm.
And if you don't understand her, because she's not like the Cardi B's and all that, they ain't got no bars. They got people writing for whatever it is, but you
Mm-hmm.
have this way of putting these entendres together. So
Mm-hmm.
where did you get that from? Because again, you was a singer. You are a singer. But how did
Mm-hmm.
all of these? How did you put all this together as far as it being this type of MC? Because you are an MC. How did you? Yeah, how did that even come about?
Me personally, I learned how to put words together because of poetry.
Okay,
I've always been, I always loved English. Language arts is back was what it was called back in the day.
I know that's
Lang-
right. That was
it's
my
English
favorite subject.
now.
It really was my favorite subject.
Um, so language arts was like one of my favorite subjects growing up, and
Mhm.
I remember my teacher. I recall my teacher telling me, well, we used to have what we call free writing. And in class, and of course, this is School of the Arts. I went to the School of the Arts.
Okay.
So for some reason, she used to love reading my journals, and she pulled me over. She was like, "I want you to start like really getting into poetry." She said because you have a way you have a great imagination. That's exactly what she said. It's crazy how you can remember stuff from when you were a kid. But she was
Uh-huh.
like, "I have a great imagination."
Right.
And so she was like, I need you to listen to like go look up Charles Darwin and she was just like giving me names and I'm like, who is she talking about? So then
Oh,
I would look up, look up poets and I also like Nina Simone, like it's just little things I would just people I started getting into and I just started writing. And then my brother, he formed a rap group called Three the Hard Way, and I would just be
oh,
listening. Yeah, I'll be
read the
listening.
hard way.
That was the name of their group back in the day. And I would I would be listening. I would be listening to them rapping through the door. He wouldn't allow me in his room because I was like a
Yeah.
little sister, like get out
Wow.
my way type thing. He's like,
close the door. You know how it is,
Yeah,
your little
close the
sister
door,
trying
get
to,
out.
you got company and you. So,
You
but
don't
I
want the little
wanted to be
sister.
with them,
Right.
you know. So between English class, me looking into poetry, and understanding that you don't even have to rhyme. Some poems don't even rhyme.
No, they don't.
So I had researched and learned about all different kinds of poetry, and
Right.
then I decided to use some of my poems as raps, and then I started writing
Mm,
raps,
smart.
but
Yeah,
it started off with poetry.
exactly. So now Murder. This is Honey Stacks called Murder. This is the first song I've heard with you. And like I said, it played on 2111 radio for about a year.
Thank
At
you
least,
so much.
and it was on our top 20 like 4 or 5 times. Like it was there. It was kept going from 10 to like 8. So it was definitely charting on 2111 radio. But I'm gonna play this song now so people can actually hear what I was talking about as far as
Oh,
the bar.
thank you.
So this is Murder by Honey Stack. So check this out, y'all.
KPB.
This nigga been waiting on Honey Stacks, I heard. That's what y'all been waiting on? That's what y'all been waiting for? Y'all know I got them bars. Y'all ready? Pull my hair back, earrings off, gloves on. I'm the lightning, the thunder, tsunami, the storm. Killing everybody nowadays is the norm. Find your whole team missing like the children in the corn. Lyrical death recital, I'm planning on your funerals. Spit on your grave, wash your dreams down the urinals. Please spit some fire cause you sound so pitiful. Consider me a god cause I come to put the fear in you. It's personal, put you in the coffin, throw dirt on you. Finito, you finished, no one ever heard of you. I blacks out, I spaz out, I'm throwing all the trash out. Casino money, bet on me so maybe you can cash out. Who wanted the smoke? What's up? What's good? Now bougie, rock doobies, a chick from the hood. I get dirty, dumb bullets. You should worry, I'm explosive, deadly. Tell Putin come and get me, I'm aggressive, but sexy. My legs be so flexy. My circle be small cause you chicks be too messy. I'm grateful, y'all hateful, you can't stop my vision. I'm shining, determined, so focused, I'm driven. I'm loyal, protected, you offers rejected. I'm certified on everything, game over, respected. Acidic, y'all basic, my dreams, I taste it. I'm brilliant, just face it, these bars, I laced it. Acting funny with my money, they be thinking I'm a dummy, better shit. My money always murder.
Listen, I still be bumping that. I'm sorry, I still be bumping that
Thank
song.
you.
Yo,
Thank you.
you
And shout
sounded.
out to
Listen,
Richard Burns too, because he has a really good ear for like what's the best. And like in my spirit, when I had did the album, I felt like Murder was the best joint, right? So he was like, Murder's it. He was like, Murder's the one. And he's been right ever since. He's
I know.
been right.
Listen, let me tell you something. That's part of my job is to figure out what songs go with the program. When Samantha sent me that, I sat down and I listened to it. I was like, whoa, who the hell? What is Kurokski or just aside? Shout out to Kurokski because
Shout out to Cool Rock City.
he was right.
The whole
He was
team.
100% right. He was 100% right of what he said about you. You're one of those up and coming artists that needs to be heard. Like you really needs to be heard.
He's awesome. He says he spoke good about me too on another podcast. I believe I forgot what podcast it was, but he brought my name up
Sway in the
before.
morning.
Yeah,
Sway in the morning.
Sway in the morning. That's what it was.
Sway in the
Yeah.
morning. Yes.
And I thought that was like real dope.
I know
That
that's
was
right.
like, I mean, between your radio show and Sway, like I'm like, wow,
Yeah.
like he did it twice.
Yeah, and and he don't have to, but
He didn't have to.
He's very impressed with you. You understand? And your work ethic. You understand?
And to know that I grew up watching him on TV.
Ooh, I know that's
like
right.
that's the thing that I be like, that's when me and God be like, that's when I be like, God, like
Look
real.
Yeah. Listen, when he came on the show, I kind of fanned out a little bit because when he popped up in the screen like you did earlier, I was like, oh shit, that's Cool Rock. Like, oh snap, because at the end of the day, he's a legend. They should be in the Hall of Fame.
He really is. Like, I literally, you know how you can sit back and really recall your childhood and you can literally know what you were doing. Like, I literally was sitting down watching TV with my sister I think we had a black and white TV. But yes, because like, I don't think we only had like one color.
Thank you.
You know, we didn't have a lot of money.
No,
and we did what we had to do. But I recall watching him, I just to this day I can't believe that I grew up watching him, and I actually been around him and know him, and just
that's crazy.
Wow, like I'm so happy with God and pleased with God.
Listen, the people. Let me tell you something. I'm a program director at this show because someone believed in me, and they said, "Yo, I think you can take the show, the radio to another level." Because 2111 Radio used to be a country music show.
Really?
Yeah, the broadcast was actually country music. He said, "I need something. I need something. I need some more music. I need good music." So because I'm actually a manager for this production company called Finesse Music Productions, and I was looking for talent. If I would have found your ass, they would have never knew you. I'm gonna tell y'all that right now, Samantha. Y'all lucked out. I'm telling you right now. I told her, listen, if I would have found you when I was doing that, I would have definitely had you, because you're very talented. And it's not just about your music, it's about the spirit, it's about your hustle, your grind. It's a beautiful thing to see, because that's what this is. This journey is a grind. It's not a race, it's a marathon, and you are. I see the rise. I already see it. So
and people don't even see the ugly things that you go through. They just see you grinding. They don't see all the hate you get. They don't see all the distractions people try to throw at you while you're trying to work. They don't see all the subliminals and things that people do. They don't see the times that people aren't there for you, and you still got to go on. Like, people, they just see you smiling and they're like, "Oh, everything's great." But they don't see the hard work, the blood, sweat, and tears. They don't recall me back in 2015 when I went to a show and I only had one person show up. But
you performed.
But I still performed. See? And I performed like it was millions of people in the room.
That's how you're supposed to do it. Exactly.
They don't understand the hustle. When I was selling tickets for people to come to the show.
You know what's so funny? I actually saw your performances. You was at this bar. And you perform like every week, if I'm not mistaken. Every week you was in there and you was killing it like it was 1,000 motherfuckers up in there. All jokes aside.
I was hosting. I was hosting at the bar. Yes,
you was killing that.
They don't even know. And I was risking my life because that wasn't even a safe area.
Wow. Listen. And
but I was definitely protected.
And you know what I'm saying? But the grind, that's what I'm talking about. This is a grind, and you actually was out there. Doesn't matter who was in that crowd, you was going to perform, and you did a really dope job. I love your performances, and you can dance, because the next song, all right, I got this music video, y'all, because I can't wait for y'all to look at this. She brung it on this. It's called "This Ain't What You Want."
Yes,
this ain't what you listen.
Shout out to Retro J, the producer of that beat, too.
Dope beat, and you flow to it. It's something that I want everybody to look at. This video is crazy. This dance. I'm sorry. She is a nut. I'm sorry. You gotta go to her TikTok, Real Talk.
Please do.
TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. She's everywhere. And the little side things that she do. I think you did it with one of your girlfriends that dance.
Yes, Nancy, my best friend.
Oh, so that's Nancy. Okay, yes.
Yes, and you're gonna see her everywhere with me. That's just like my everything.
Shout out to Nancy. So introduce this video. We're about to play it in a second.
I know that's right. Y'all know what's going on. It's your girl Honey Staxx, but this ain't what you want coming up. Let's go. Shout out to Retro J.
Jersey about to go bananas on this one.
Coalition DJs got the city on lock.
This ain't what you want. This ain't what you want. This ain't what you This ain't what you want. This ain't what you want. This ain't what you want. This ain't what you. This ain't what you. This ain't what you want. Go down, 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 go down. Back it up, back it up, back it up, back it up.
Yo, listen, DJ Energy got you on 1,000 right now.
This ain't what you want. This ain't what you want. This ain't what you. This ain't what you want. This ain't what you want. Go down. This ain't what you want. Go down. This ain't what you. This ain't what you. This ain't what you want. Honey Staxx, bring the ladies on the floor. Serve with them gentlemen, keep them wanting more. Bring us some drinks, cause we got some more in store. They never had some honey like yours before. If he don't treat you right, tell him good night. We're not catching feelings, we only catching flights. Go to work. 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 Go to work.
My fat ass would have been tired like a mug. I'm gonna tell you that right now. I would have been somewhere in the damn ICU somewhere. That is one of the most energetic songs I've ever heard. Damn.
Wait a minute. I think Snake Charmer said. I think she said that she listens to that while she working out. So people listen to that while they working out.
It's a workout.
Okay.
I'm telling y'all right now. If you really listen and feel that beat, that's a workout.
Thank you.
So talk to me about the actual process of getting this song, because somebody gave you this beat. The beat is hot. Who produced this? You said?
Well, no, Retro J is the producer, but I found him.
Oh, you found him.
Yes. So I was tired of listening to what I was listening to in the music world, and I was scrolling through my IG, and I was like, "This girl," and everybody is doing the same thing. Even they twerking, trying to shake their booty for something, and all that. I'm like, "Look,
yeah,
I'm just trying to find a song where I could just separate myself from everybody and just be completely different." And so I said, okay, well, these kids is out here dancing like they dancing on TikTok, because I'm on TikTok too. And I'm like, I said, well, what if I make a song that is like that people can dance to, and the DJ, and I was having a hard time with DJs playing some of my music, because I spit so many bars that sometimes it's not called for, and you can, if you're a DJ, mix it in, but it is kind of hard to play some of my music if it's not for that crowd or something. So I was like, well, what can I do for a club record or something? So I was on YouTube, and I typed in Jersey type beats, and then I came across that beat, and I just heard the train chugga, chugga. I said, well, this is different, So I said, okay, well, I'm gonna bring it to the studio and see what's up. So I brought it to the studio. They were like, well, wait a minute. You gotta, we need the master track and all this and that. So I had to reach out to Retro J. Yeah. I found him on IG, because he didn't have his music registered nowhere. So I had to ask him, look, can I, get the music for the beat from you? He was like, yeah, you can cash at me. And I was like, no, I ain't cash apping you, because I don't know you. And so then I told him about BeatStars, and I helped him get on BeatStars. He got on BeatStars, and I bought the beat from him, took it to the studio, and made a song that day. I didn't even have nothing written down.
Let me tell you something. When I heard this, and let me tell you, when I first heard this, shout out to Samantha Lavelle, but shout out to DJ Epps, because again,
that's my boy.
We're connected. And what happened, he said, yo, Honey Staxx is about to be on my show. That's when me and him had that little discussion. Yeah, like, how the hell you get her on the damn show, and I'm supposed to have been having her since last year. What's going on? But he was like, yo, you got to hear this song. So when I saw the video of him listening to it, and both of y'all were just sitting there, he was like, that
me and Epps click, though. We do.
Yeah, we'll do. But it connected so much that we actually put it on 2111 radio that day. That day it was on 2111 radio. You know, and it's different. Like you said, it's completely different for what we're hearing.
Yes.
You understand? And for you to even come outside your box, because you're not in a box.
Thank you. For
you to step out and say, you know what, I want to do something completely different from everybody else. And that beat, I'm telling you, that played like 4 times today on 2111 radio. At least 4 times.
Hey, look, everybody, y'all better get 2111 radio.
Yeah, it is. I'm telling you. Listen,
not playing with me.
Artists. I've had so many artists up here. And you're one of my favorites because I said,
thank you, Derrick.
When I get you here, I was going to give you your roses. You understand? Because you actually did a collaboration with one of my favorite MC, female MC on the planet.
My sister.
I'm sorry. Her voice, her
Digger, her beautiful sound.
Tell you something. Let me tell you something. All right. Me and my wife love some Rod Digger.
She's a beautiful person, though.
Listen,
she really is.
She really seems that way. And
Rod is a beautiful person.
Let me tell you something. When I first heard her with Flip Mode, I was sitting there going, yo, her voice. The voice is so commanding. And she got some skills, man. She's always
Rod got bars.
Yes, she really does. So how did that even happen? You and Rod Digger on one
Let me tell you, my mother always said a closed mouth don't get fed.
There it is.
I wanted to meet, first of all, another shout out to Cool Rod Ski, because he actually gave me the knowledge of who the first female rapper was, and that was MC Shy-Rock.
Yeah.
And after we spoke her name into existence and all that, was talking about her, next thing you know, MC Shy-Rock is everywhere. And I'm like, this is who Cool Rock was talking about. So I started connecting with her on social media. Then then she was saying how they were celebrating her in New York and all this for, MC Shy-Rock Day.
Oh, yeah.
Man, you already know I was there. I went up there. I met her in person. She is now my big sister. She's a sister to me. And she had Rod Digger hosting her that event. So Rod Digger was right there. And, I didn't want to seem like a groupie or whatever. So, playing it cool. Rod Digger is so down to earth, cool. And so when we had a moment where we was near each other, because me, MC Shy-Rock, everybody was around. My homegirl Sabrina, shout out to Empress Sabrina. We all was around each other and everything. Rose, we was there. So then I pulled, Rod Digger over to the side and did a little video. And then after the video, I was like, I said, I would really like to do a song with you. I said, I'm very serious.
Yeah.
I said, I'm not playing no games. I said, this is real. This is, I'm not, I'm real. I'm about mines. You know what I'm saying? So she was like, okay, well, if you're serious, go to my website, So I had Samantha hook that up, and that was it. That's history.
I know that's right. And
now I got friends for life.
Listen, exactly. Connections, man. It's not what you know, it's who you know.
It's who you know. But had I would have not spoke up for myself,
it would have never happened.
Some people are scared to ask for things. I'm not scared.
No, good.
Is it gonna be a yes or a no?
It's all who cares? Is it no? You know what? It was nice meeting you. At the end of the day, we still can connect regardless.
I'm glad she believed in me, because I could have been somebody who couldn't rap or anything. Listen, she was like,
you know what it was? You know what it was? I'm gonna tell you what it was. You said one word in that. You said, I'm serious.
Yeah.
When someone walks up on you and looks at you right in your face and said, listen, I'm serious. I want to do this. Yeah. She's felt that. That's
I believe you.
She felt that part when you said, yo, I'm serious about this. I'm not even playing right now. We need to get this right.
I was not playing.
So now
I was not playing. Name your price.
You heard exactly. Get it done. Murder Massacre. Listen. So I have this song again. This song, when it came out, we put it on 2111 radio as well, because at the end of the day, Samantha Bell. Shout out to Samantha, because when I was doing the Finesse Music Production, she's always been supportive of me and the talent that I used to bring to her show. You understand? So it was only right to have the talent that she has to come to my show. You understand? And salute you guys because you are one of the best talents that they have. I'm sorry. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I'm gonna keep it a buck. You're very marketable. You're very marketable. You understand? And your personality just shines through. So you definitely. So this song is called "Murder Massacre," featuring Rod Digger. So we're gonna get this song and we're gonna talk about. We're gonna talk about this because y'all both got bars. This is crazy.
Yeah, let's talk about
it. And this is playing. This is definitely playing on 2111 radio as we speak. Like, oh, snap. Yeah, it's literally it just getting off. Damn, that's crazy. So we're gonna get to this song "Murder Massacre" by Honey Staxx, featuring Rod Digger. Let's go.
That's what I'm talking about.
Dreams like this, I've been waiting all my life. Come from nothing, mother had to sacrifice. How do you worry up late at night? Terrence Crawford gloves on and I'm ready to fight. This is a murder remix and I'm ready for war. Had to stack up my breath so I can get through the door. And every bar that I spit be hard to the core. Got my sis raw on this track, need I say more? Stay split and my ride is fully equipped. And I stay spitting, I ain't new to this shit. And every album I drop, I empty the clip. On my desert storm at Timbo's New York drip. Sent on a mission, certified, top sealed assignment. Now I'm starting to shine, the stars are in alignment. Gridlock the gang, no mercy, confinement. This a different level of spitting requirement. Murder, remix, now it's a massacre. Knock your whole team off, my crew will come after you. Got you all caught up like Anita in that rapture. This is the type of moment that my team on the cast. Acting funny with my money, they be thinking I'm a dummy. Better show with my money or it's murder. Acting funny with my money, they be thinking I'm a dummy. Better show with my money or it's murder.
Double shot of Remy and I chased it. 973 on the jersey with the A6. Nigga come down, the mother rappers get evasive. Throwing up fists like one's a woman with a bracelet. Honey said it's time to get active. I backflip. Time for getting low, I'm Swayze like Patrick. This ain't what you want, I bust out my black. Smack him with a chair when cuz do that hat trick. You need a little more practice. Cause now you with a real rap bitch. Way before Kanye found Jesus, matter of fact. Way before the baby was a fetus. Been knocked out the park before Jesus. Dookies and Adidas.
So Rod Digger. Yes.
Damn, before baby was a fetus. Come on, stop playing.
No, when she said you need a little more practice. Now you with a real rap. I said, what?
Yeah, she smashed it.
Go off.
And that was some real bars. And whoever was listening, if these MCs out here, so-called rappers, was listening, she was coming at your heads. Yes, I'm telling y'all right now.
And she plugged in This Ain't What You Want.
See? Let me tell you something. Dope vibe. That song. Were y'all in the studio together, or she did her part, you did your part?
She did her part, I did my part.
Okay, because we sent her the session. STEM? Yeah, the session.
Yep.
Okay.
And then she sent it back to us. Yep.
Listen. Aquarius Waters is just in here. She just said, what she said? I have added that to my playlist. Yeah, there you go.
Thank you, boo.
That's Joanna Smith. Oh, wow.
And shout out to Aquarius Waters because definitely be following me, liking everything. And all that. So
okay.
Yeah, definitely.
Let me tell you who Aquarius Waters is, all right? This is it. She's the sponsor for this show. She actually designs all these things that you see up in here.
Really?
Yes, she's a graphic designer. And
awesome.
And very supportive. Like, my goodness. Never seen someone so supportive. And I met her out here in Orlando. We're in Orlando.
Okay.
Yeah, we're in Orlando. I moved out here like 5 years ago, and the rest is history. We met her, and she's been supportive. Like, my goodness. Dope designer. You know, she charged. I'm not even gonna lie. This is not free. She definitely charged, but it's well worth it because she's been doing this for us since we've been out here. And salute to Aquarius Waters. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you so much.
Back to you though. Like I said, that song is tight. Damn.
Yeah, man.
Who actually who engineered that? Because it sounds really dope. Like, geez.
Okay, so AV with Manta Ray Records. He is the audio video engineer, and the the one who like the recording engineer is oh my god, Ingvar. So Ingvar is Russian. He's Russian.
Really? Listen.
And AB is black. So it works for all three of us.
But you know, you were saying that earlier in our conversation. You have a lot of different nationalities around you.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? And you don't discriminate, because at the end of the day, this is the world we living in. You understand?
Yeah, and I think growing up in New York kind of made me like that. Because it's a cultural environment, multicultural environment. So I grew up loving all races. So
yes, exactly. You grew up, you play with. I had young kids, you know what I'm saying, different nationalities all my life. So you know, it's just how New York is.
Yep. Chinese friends, Indian friends, Spanish friends, Jamaican friends.
Yeah, exactly. I actually went to the school called Erasmus Hall High School in New York.
What's it called?
Erasmus Hall High School.
Oh, where's that at?
In Flatbush, Brooklyn.
Oh, okay. I'm from the Bronx.
The oldest school in New York, in the world, actually. Like
really
215 years old. It's really old.
Oh wow!
And when I got there, I noticed that we had so many different nationalities. Because I'm originally from downtown Brooklyn, Farragut Projects.
Okay.
In Brooklyn. So they didn't have that in Farragut because it's a project and this is what it is. But when I'm in Flatbush, it's so many different nationalities that it just grew on me.
Lord.
It was crazy. So I'm saying that to say this, that we have to, as a people, need to really deal with how this world works.
Mm-hmm.
You know, how it works. You got so many damn nationalities in America. We shouldn't even call it America anymore.
No, we shouldn't.
Because I'm gonna tell you, there's so many people here, but you know, it's all good because you shining, girl. You're shining. I'm telling you right now, you're shining.
You know, I'm really starting to you know, people don't understand. They assume that success is when you become famous or when everybody knows you, and they don't understand that the process is happening, or you know, it's already like people already know who I am. I don't need to be like on your news and TV and all that stuff. You know, at this point, like my name is getting around. It's definitely there. You know, and I already feel successful. With what God has already allowed me to have.
And it's just only going to be more blessings to come.
Yes.
This album is dope. I actually listened to it. That album is, I tell you.
I see a lot of growth, and I appreciate that. I see a lot of growth with this album. I'm starting to find out who I think this album actually gives you who I am as an artist.
Let me tell you something. This is called Ice Queen. Why is it called Ice Queen?
You know, we all know Ice Queen is cold, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm cold, and I this year I dedicated the whole year to myself. I've always been a giver. I've always been a caring person, and I always support others, and I'm always there for somebody. Hey, you got this going on? I'm in my car. I'm on a bus. I'm wherever I'm getting to. But this year I made it all about myself, and I don't feel no way about it. I decided to become cold. I decided to be on this album. I wanted to just, you know, spit my bars, you know, be real, and just be like, I'm frozen. Like I'm freezing the game. I'm cold. I'm giving myself self-love. And just dedicate, and it's been about me this whole entire year. I can't focus on what nobody else is doing.
No.
I hate to say I hate to really have to be like that, because especially when you're a kind person and you always used to supporting people, you kind of feel guilty if you're not. But this year I just decided to dedicate it to myself because I deserve it.
Yes, you do. You definitely do. You definitely do. And you know, salute to you, because if you're gonna make it in this business, you have to be cold. You have to be. And look what happened when you decided to love yourself.
Man, you better say it again.
Shining. I'm telling you, out here shining.
Let me tell you, when I made it about myself, I did more, and I did so much in 1 year that it take a lifetime for people to do. If you go, I tell people, go on my page and see all the people I've met this year. Where I've been. I've been to Los Angeles, BET Awards.
Yes, you was.
I've been. I mean, I met what's the MC Lights thing,
Yeah.
and she passed me the microphone, and I was.
Yes, I saw that.
I had so many experience. Who was that? Smooth Beat, the Nice and Smooth.
Nice and
I met
Smooth,
both of them. I met both of them. I met Smooth B at the 50th anniversary of hip hop, Sedgwick, and I met Nice at the Lehman Center Performing Arts. I have been everywhere. I've actually Big Daddy Kane reposted my footage.
Yes,
You name it. I've been around amongst big time people.
Yeah.
And this is only 1 year.
Only 1 year.
1 year.
Right. See? So, like I said, it's a beautiful thing that you thought of yourself.
Rod Digger, MC Shyrock.
See?
Oh my God.
You've been around, and now your ass is on 2111 radio
and 2111 radio, who's been supporting me the whole time.
Yes, the whole time, man. Because at the end of the day, I appreciate talent, and I tell Samantha, she's in here. I tell her right now, you better not let her go, because I will snatch her ass up. I'm sorry, because you're very talented. And I like the grind on top of everything.
Well, you know what? There's a lot of people who wish that they would have kept me.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm going to be honest with you, because they try to hit me up or they try to say things now, and sorry.
Nah. Can't do it. Exactly. Don't do it, because and they're going to
try
to
go backwards.
No, you're never supposed to go backwards. Hell no, because listen, they had their shot. I told you, if I would have had the shot, I would have signed your ass immediately. I'm sorry, because you're giving us hip hop. You're giving us. You're an actress. You're a comedian, a improv comedian.
Yeah.
Now, how did that? Before we let you go, I need to know about the improv comedian thing. Talk to me about
because like for one, I'm one of the people you're around me. I'm silly, right?
Yes.
I am a silly person. I am so silly, like. And it's because I used to be so serious. My mother used to be like, "You're so serious," because Scorpios, if you in astrology, they consider us mysterious and serious, right? So I decided I needed to come out of that, break out that shell. So I started just being funny, and I started doing comedy with Howard G, and doing stand up, and people was laughing. I would just talk about my life and how I was raised with a Spanish father and a black mother, and how it used to be like you have pancakes and beans for breakfast, like we didn't know which one we gonna have. Like, well, Mom, what we doing here? Are we gonna have, what is this? You know what I mean? So I was it was never a dull moment, you know what I mean? And like, so
you just made my stomach.
So, that's just how it was for me growing up.
Pancakes and beans. Listen,
you just never know what we're gonna have, And I mean, and when you raised by a Spanish person, you don't have a grill. Oh, we gonna build one. Let's go ahead and dig a hole in the ground and make one.
Yes, definitely.
Had like 50 cars in the front of the house. Like,
oh my
goodness. Which car are you working on? I'm confused.
Like, I was working on a car. Oh my god.
So that's what it was like for me.
Listen, let me tell you something. One way or another, I can see you make it in acting, music, or whatever you put your mind to. For real. Because again, you have that personality that. Have you ever said to yourself, if I meet somebody, I can basically I got them right where I want them?
Like what? Like give me an example.
Like a connection, like with Rod Digger. You said to yourself in your mind when you saw her, you said to yourself that day, "I'm gonna make sure we're gonna work together," and it actually happened.
Yes. Yes, I have spoke some things into existence where I said this is what's going to be. Yeah,
and it's a part of your personality, because when you meet when people meet you, you make them smile, you make them laugh, you make them feel good, because of the energy. You give off really good energy. I felt energy as soon as you came in the live tonight, and we had a little talk in the back. But You just made me laugh because you have this way about yourself. You make us feel comfortable.
Yeah, let me tell you, it's a good thing, but sometimes some people can be a little like jealous about or envious about your personality or type of person you are. If you get a little too much attention or if you a certain way, so they expect you to dumb it down, and I don't never dumb it down. I'm who I am. You're gonna like me or what? I don't care. So it has its pros and cons because it's like they always think you might think you're self-centered or might think you're selfish, but it's just who I am. This is who I am. I'm not gonna dumb myself down for nobody. I'm not gonna dim my lights for nobody.
You shouldn't. You shouldn't. It's like I said in the beginning of the conversation, you're shining, and I want you to keep up this good work because it's a lot that's going on with you. So before I let you go, because I can't believe I had you up here for an hour. I didn't mean to. I'm sorry.
That's fine. This is an interview. I appreciate it. With all you guys been playing my music and supporting me. This hour is nothing. This is what it's been a while. I've been trying to get on the show, and so I appreciate you having me. So it's nothing. This is your time. You deserve this time.
Yes, and I'm having a good time. I ain't even gonna lie because again, I've been wanting you up here, and my boss man Ralph, he was like, "Are we ever gonna get this woman on the show?" I said, "Let me hit her up." I said, "Hit Samantha."
Ralph. I'm here, Ralph.
Yeah. Definitely in the building. You know what I'm saying? So, any shout outs before I let you go? But before you do that, I know Mary J. Blige is your favorite artist.
You already know.
I know this, but name your top 5 female hip hop artists.
Okay, so I'm gonna be honest with you. There's a lot of female artists that I do like. It's really hard for me to do this because it's like we always say top 5, but it's always somebody you leave out.
Of course.
Because these people mean so much to you. Like MC Lyte means a lot to me. If it wasn't for MC Lyte, I would not be rapping. Little Kim, people like that, Foxy Brown. These are people I grew up with listening to. It would be no me if it wasn't, any of that. Queen Latifah, Lauryn Hill. I can name Rod Digger. I can name so many myself.
That's crazy. You just named my top 5.
Really?
In that order, literally.
What?
I'm sitting there going, wait a minute. As you just talking, I'm sitting there going, wait a minute. Is she gonna say Rod Digger? And you literally said Rod Digger because
of course, like she's a bar spitter.
Yeah, she really is. That but I appreciate you. So so any shout outs before we let you go?
Yeah, shout out to God, shout out to my family, shout out to Certified Nation, shout out to you, 2111, Ralph, Derrick, at Aqueous Waters. Shout out to my supporters, anybody that's bought an album, listened to an album, told somebody about me, spoke about me in good, behind my back in rooms that I don't even know my name was coming up. Shout out to you guys. I know that y'all are doing this because the blessings are coming down. Yeah. Shout out to everybody that's on the album, anybody who had anything to do with any of my albums. All my supporters, every podcast, every music platform that's allowing my music to go, TikTok, YouTube, every Spotify. Shout out to all of them, Instagram. Shout out to DJ Epps who has my back. He shout out to him. Rod Digger. Everybody, like I said, that's on it, who took time out their life to be a part of Honey Staxx, the studios, any studio I've ever rapped in or recorded in, Manta Ray Records, salute to people that I want to work with in the future. You guys, like I'm not even finished. I'm just beginning. I definitely want to salute the producers because a lot of people don't give their producers any credit. So you got Retro J, you got KP Beats, you got Cartier the God, you got Buck Roll, Sylvester Sutherland. I mean, it's so many artists, producers, DJ Wooga, people that I work with. So many of them. So who else? Even my music teacher, Mr. Paleo. Like it's like so many people that have been instrumental into putting who I am. You know, it takes a whole team. You know, people on the album, City the Great, James Taylor, Pen Game Classic, Bria Traje. You know, James was singing on
Oh, yeah.
yeah, with my people that he's singing on that.
Okay.
Rain, Rap Godzan. I
Mm.
mean, it's such a great bunch of people that I
Yeah.
have artists that's on the album that I couldn't have done this album without them. So
Mm.
and thank you for who puts up with me, because whoever you are that you felt like, dang, I got on your nerves this year and I was just being me and selfish. Thanks for putting up with me, but I'm gonna keep going for the rest of the year. So just keep putting up with me because I'm not changing.
Yeah,
Shout out
listen,
to
let me
Big
tell you
Bird.
something. Yo,
My
of
whole
course
team
one
is
is
totally right.
of
Let's
course one
go,
is say you
Dash.
getting that award speech together. I know that's right. She said you getting that
Yes,
award speech together.
everybody, Samantha, let's go. And you know what? I did want to say one more thing. When you
Mhm.
asked me the question about how I put my words together, I want to say one of the people that was
Yeah.
very intricate into me studying and to trying to rap is Fred the Godson. So God, rest in peace to Fred the Godson, because I used to watch Fred the Godson a lot, his videos, and I used to listen to how he rapped. And I kind of wanted to, you know, do some of his wordplay. I kind of looked after him and studied him a little bit. So that
Yeah. Oh,
I don't know
okay.
if people know Fred the Godson, who he
Yeah, we
is,
know. Yeah. Yeah, I
but
knew
you
exactly
know
who
he's
that was.
passed away. I think he had COVID, but
Yeah. Yeah, man, that was
yeah.
crazy.
So he's
Dope
definitely
art.
somebody that I actually felt like I liked as an artist.
I know
So
that's right. Salute to him, man. God bless. You know what
God
I'm
bless.
saying? So, yeah, man. So listen, I'm gonna let you go. Now, as I do, usually I talk to my guests in the back so they don't know what we're talking about. So I'm gonna
Okay.
let you go. We're gonna sign out now, and
Okay.
I'll be back tomorrow with Reeve Evans from, I think, the family business. I think she
Okay.
plays. Yeah, she's gonna be up here tomorrow. Actress, she'll be up here tomorrow 8 o'clock.
Wow.
You
Family
definitely,
business. I just finished watching that.
yeah. She's Junior's wife.
Really?
Yeah, she'll be up here tomorrow night. Yep, she'll be up here tomorrow night,
Awesome.
8 o'clock. So
Well,
we
let her
definitely.
know I'm looking for some acting roles.
You're her exactly. Listen,
I'm gonna have to join in and tune in. I got your notification on. I
listen.
gotta watch that.
I definitely appreciate you and appreciate your team because again, this was a promotion that we did for the whole week, and I don't usually do that, but I made sure that everybody was
God bless you.
tuned in
God
and
bless your
tuning in.
show.
You know what I'm saying? So, but let me let you go. Matter of fact, you stay. I'm gonna let them go. My bad. I'm gonna let the
Bye, you
people.
guys. Thanks for watching. Follow
I'll
me
take.
everywhere.
Follow her everywhere. Exactly. It's down in the actual description down there. Don't forget to follow Honey Staxx on Instagram at honey_Staxx. There it is, right there. Yep. So y'all, thank you for coming through. Y'all, I appreciate everybody, and y'all have a good night. So peace. You stay there. Don't
I
go nowhere.
will.
All
Okay.
right.